Savatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Mavid Vishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. So for those who are online, you will see I will be speaking in the background. You may not be able to see me, but you will see either the slides or the PDF, and you can easily relate. There should be no problem at all. So this is how we'll proceed, at least today's discussion. And if anybody has any kind of problem, you are always free to unmute yourself, and but by default you please keep yourself muted. So I'm muting everybody, but I've kept the option to unmute, so you can kindly, if there is any problem at all, you can just let us know. So Pallavi is in charge of this one, no? So you can just revert to the first slide, please. Alt tab.
PDF?
No, the slide. Have I opened the slide there?
No. No, this one?
This one, JPG.
अब उसके बाद you just have to, बस एक के बाद it is all arranged serially. When I tell you, you just change. So Ankur, you can see here and you can just, okay, whatever is shown there is shown there. So let's start. Welcome everybody. Here we should consider whatever we get as positive. Okay. It is, you want to?
Okay.
Now is okay.
So, we should look at it this way, that even if 4 persons are coming, it is very good in this sense that at least some courageous people are there. And we are embarking on a journey. Of course, it is up to you how long it will last. So first about this language. This is a special language. It's not dogmatism or anything. This is a special language in every sense, and even now with the computers and all, they are telling that the language which is most suitably designed for computers, so logical, it is Sanskrit. But it is not easy. It is far from easy. So please don't believe all these videos, 30 days Sanskrit and all. They have no meaning at all. So we will, as I had told you previously, the aim here, we should not think that within a specific frame of time we will be great scholars. It is impossible. For the simple reason that Sanskrit is an inflected language. We will see all this, and that makes it complex. Second thing, the most important reason is this is not spoken. Languages are learned generally how? When a child learns a language, how does he learn? Not by grammar. He hears and speaks. But we can neither hear, hearing is still possible now through YouTube, but speaking is practically non-existent. Even I have heard that even in ancient times, Sanskrit could never become the language of the masses. It is always confined to, more cultured or scholarly people. We don't know the reason, but for us, for monks and for spiritual aspirants, it is specifically very important. Why? Because of the simple reason that all our scriptures is in this language. And here we are trying to learn the rudiments of the language. Why? Because of only one advantage we have, that most of us know Hindi. So Hindi, the script is absolutely same, and many words you will find are also same. So the journey is covered till 70%, you can say. We go so far ahead if you know Hindi. So it becomes much, much easier. For a person who does not even know the script, it is very difficult. I mean, it is practically impossible. Those who can learn are geniuses. Many people in Europe and all have learned. So they are my kudos to them, my salutations to them. So this is the more or less the background. So we will proceed step by step, and after a lot of thinking and studying, first of all I tried to get some hints from online videos, but they all try to convey that it is a very easy thing, and that is not at all true. The process will be slow, very slow. There will be a lot of memorizing. Please don't believe anybody who says there is no memorizing involved. It is all because we cannot hear the language. So there is only memorizing left. There is only one thing to do. So our aim, as I told, that whatever we can learn, that is an asset. We are not losing anything by learning. You see, whatever we gain is an asset. That way we have to look at it, not a time frame. Swamiji, how many days I'll be able to write books in Sanskrit? I myself cannot write, so naturally there is no question. So our aim should be to understand simple Sanskrit, and that is not very difficult. If you compare writing and understanding, the level of difficulty, if writing is 100%, understanding comes down to 20%. Because you just have to know which form stands for which tense, which form stands for which case ending. So you can understand, you need not write. Writing is a huge problem because there are so many exceptions. It's a very complex thing, we will not go into that now. So let us start now. So first, of course, we have to see what the word Sanskrita means. See, it is so beautiful. If you start enjoying once, then the journey will be very, enjoyable. So each word, for example, in other languages, if you ask what does the word mean, probably for most of the words they won't have any answer. What does Tom mean? What does Dick mean? What does Harry mean? But every word in Sanskrit has some meaning attached to it. All the Indian names, they are all generally, they point to God. Each and every name in some way or the other. So that's a fantastic thing. It is only there in India. I don't think there is any country in the world which has this kind of tradition. So each word conveys a message. I don't know, I'm not a linguist, but Upasana knows Spanish. Does it have like something like this?
No, the names are mostly based on the saints.
That is good.
Yeah.
But does each word, can you derive each word in this way like in Sanskrit?
No.
It is not there as far as I know. So the only language which is inflected, which I saw in the internet, inflected language is Latin.
Yeah.
And Marita will be interested to know, and she also already knows, of course, Lithuanian. So these are the few languages which are inflected. We will see all this. So first, what does the word Sanskrit means? I will not pronounce Sanskrit. I will just pronounce as it should be pronounced. The word is Sanskrita. So now again, you have to remember, you don't pronounce Sanskrit words like Hindi words. There is one fundamental difference. We will see that. So it is Sanskrita. In Sanskrit you don't say Sanskrit. Then it will be different. You have to say Sanskrita. And the word itself embodies the philosophy behind the language. So at the base, as we will see, every word in Sanskrit has a root behind it. It is all derived from a root. So what is the root behind this word? It is kri. Kri means to do. Karma, you need not write anything. I will send you the PDF. Everything is there. Whatever I say is in the PDF. So you'll have everything ready. So kri, the word karma is also from kri. Karma is action. So kri, you can already make out that it is to do. That verb means to do. And this is called, what is put in front of the word, this sum. These are called prefixes. So this sum plus kri. Sum actually conveys completely, well, perfectly, completely, like tushta. When we say tushta means what? And if you add santushta means completely satisfied. So here also the same meaning is there. And sum plus kri will suggest what? To make perfect. Is it not? Sum plus kri. Kri means to do. To do perfectly will be sum plus kri. So sum plus krita, kri becomes krita. We need not go into how it becomes. We don't have any need for that. There are so many complex rules. So we are not trying to understand grammar. We are trying to learn the language. So kri becomes krita and sanskrita. The word becomes sanskrita. So sanskrita means what? Samyak kritam. If you want to derive the word in two words, samyak means perfectly formed, well made, fully refined. So samskrita means it is complete in all respects. So primary meaning of Sanskrita will be refined, polished, cultivated, perfected. See the wonderful meaning behind the word. So Sanskrita Purusha means a cultured, refined person. Sanskritam Bhojanam, properly made food. So why I am putting Sanskrita and Sanskritam, we will all learn this. So Sanskritam Manaha, a refined mind.
So Sanskrit basically doesn't itself
Mean a
refer
language.
to a language.
No.
That's interesting.
It's also an adjective. But in course of time the language has been named like that because they saw that it is like this. And in opposite Sanskrit is what? Prakrita. See, Prakriti is nature. So when man just follows his nature, what I will do only what I like to do. He will not advance. Because unfortunately our nature, basic nature is not to work, just lie down and have a nice time and go to parties and all that. So opposite to Sanskrit is Prakrita. Prakriti means nature, original state. So Prakrita means ordinary, unrefined. Prakrita Bhasha means natural, spoken language, like that. It is not that Prakrita is always used in a derogatory sense, no. It is natural, that is all. That is the thing. So why is the language called Sanskrita? Because it was systematically refined, codified by grammar. That is Vyakarana. So that every form, every word is rule governed. And it was consciously preserved in a perfected form. So, unlike living colloquial languages, Sanskrit was maintained deliberately in that way, especially for Vedic transmission. So it became a vehicle for conveying the truths of scriptures, Vedas, Upanishads, philosophy, poetry, drama. So traditional Indian thinkers understood Sanskrit as Sanskar Yukta Vani, speech endowed with sanskara, discipline, refinement. Sanskara also comes the same way. Only the prefix and affix. So affix is different, that's why it changes the form. So Sanskrita Bhasha is one which is a speech shaped by sanskara. Just as a mind should be shaped by sanskara, no? All the training is for that. And it is said that Sanskrit was not invented, it was not artificially created. It evolved from earlier Indo-Aryan speech, but it was stabilized and perfected through grammar. So the word Sanskrita reflects not origin but the state of refinement. So in short, Sanskrita means that which has been perfectly formed and refined. See, one word we have discussed, how much time it has taken.
Mataji, Prakrita was a spoken language of that time, no? Like
Yeah, Prakrita means anything which is natural, which is not consciously refined or anything like that. Now, we are trying to study Sanskrita Vyakarana, grammar. The word for grammar is Vyakarana. And this is also from Kri, to do. So, it has the Upasarga. So, some small one or two letters are added before the word sometimes. They are called Upasarga. So you should remember all these things. I will give you a list later. So Upasarga, and Upasarga here is what? V. V is the Upasarga which becomes Vya. So Vya plus Kri. And what does Vya plus Kri mean? To separate, to analyze, to distinguish. And Kri, we apply a suffix, it becomes Karana. So it becomes Vyakaranam. Vya means what? Visheshena. Visheshena means completely analyzed. So what does Vyakarana mean then? Systematic analysis of language. And that is grammar. See the wonderful word, way in which the words is derived. The word itself conveys the meaning, the letters.
So could we use the same definition of grammar here for other languages like Latin? Or
Of course.
we could, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Grammar is grammar.
Grammar is
So, all the grammar is systematic. All the languages have some grammar at least.
right.
So, they are systematic. Except maybe in the jungles and all, maybe they don't have grammar. But so now, what are the source books? There is no slide for this, so you can just keep it like that. So, the primary source book now is what is called the Ashtadhyayi. Ashta means 8. Adhyaya means chapter. So Ashta is there at the ending, and Adhyaya is also A. So in Sanskrit, A plus A becomes A. So Ashtadhyayi becomes Ashtadhyayi, that which has 8 chapters. So this is by the great Rishi, we call him Rishi because nobody else could have done that. The great Sanskrit scholar Panini. And it is dated around 6th century BC. So sometime after a large body of hymns composed in the oldest attested form of the Vedic Sanskrit had been consolidated into the Rig Veda. And in course of following centuries, as popular speech evolved, so growing concerns, how this language grew, So Rig Veda is one of the oldest, you can say, manuscripts in the world. So, in the course of the following centuries, what happened? Popular speech evolved. Now, there was concern among the guardians of the Vedic religion that the hymns of the Vedas, the mantras of the Vedas, should be passed on without any change. So that led to the rise of a vigorous, sophisticated grammatical tradition involving the linguistic analysis, phonetics along with grammar. So the high point of this centuries long endeavor was the Ashtadhyayi. So earlier there were Sanskrit grammar in existence, some books were there. But after Ashtadhyayi, it was so complete, it was so perfect that most probably we don't even know the names of many of them. Some mentions are there in ancient traditions, then we learn that some other Vyakarana were also there. But now, this is the one which is followed. So Ashtadhyayi was not the first, but it is the only one which survives in its entirety. Everything is there is no loss. Panini himself, the author of the Ashtadhyayi, he refers to some other works. But some of them have only survived in part. So Pani is the best and the most complete. So Ashtadhyayi consists of 8 chapters as we have seen, and it is in aphorisms. All the ancient literature was in aphorisms, sutras as they are called. So it has 3,983 sutras, which are, don't worry, we will not study all of them. There is no question of that. Because we may not live that long. So they are subdivided into 4 sections or padas. So it is said that in the Ashtadhyayi, language is observed in a manner that has no parallel in the whole world. Even among the Greek and Latin, there is no parallel. So after Ashtadhyayi came the commentaries on it. Each work which is in aphorism has to have a commentary, because their aim was to reduce the number of letters so that it is very easy to memorize. Although it was complete in itself, but without commentary, you cannot make out head or tail. So naturally, commentaries were written in Ashtadhyayi. Another thing is what? In Ashtadhyayi, the sequences are, because to keep the letters minimum, the sequence, there is no sequence topic-wise. Without actually studying, you will not know. Because they will write something, and just to reduce the number of letters, the same topic which should come next, they will put after 10 sutras maybe. Because the linking to the next sutra will help them reduce the number of letters. So now the problem is that unless you know the whole thing, you cannot link. So then an effort had to be made to write Ashtadhyayi in such a way so as to arrange them subject wise. That led to the great work which is Siddhanta Kaumudi. Siddhanta Kaumudi written by the great Bhattoji Dikshit. So that was rearranged. But without rearranging, as far as I know, Patanjali Mahabhashya is the most well-known commentary. That is not the Mahabhashya, means the great work. But very few people actually study that. Very few actually become qualified in their lifetime to study that. To study the Ashtadhyayi itself is such a great thing. And now such a huge commentary on that. But this is just for a knowledge. So, early modern period, the most influential work was Siddhanta Kaumudi. And Siddhanta Kaumudi contained all the sutras. Now slowly people started thinking that that is also becoming too much. Then it was reduced to Madhya Siddhanta Kaumudi. Even some people may have started thinking that is too much, so it will be reduced to Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi. But Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi contains is not complete. I compared both of them. Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi omits many important rules. Okay, now we come to this is the introduction. Now we go to the language. So you can please show the third slide. Now here you see the most important part which often leads to confusion. We know languages like English, Hindi, Bangla, etc. etc. So first we have to know how the structure of Sanskrit differs from these languages. So what is the main difference which makes a world of difference? English, suppose come to the nouns first. English nouns have no inflection, very little inflection. What is inflection? We will see. So English noun, naturally you see man or woman. Man means man, woman means woman. There is no grammatical difference between them. You just write in the same way. He or she, that's all. I do, you do, she does, that's all the difference. Case is mostly absent. What is case we will see. When we see through examples we will understand. Number, there is only singular and plural. I do, we all do. It is as simple as that. But do is same. So from do, do, you cannot make out whether I am doing or two persons are doing or all are doing. So this dual number, it is non-existent in English. But in Sanskrit we have three: singular, dual and plural. In the beginning it will look confusing, but just we have to have a little patience. For example, see, here example is clear. If we see this sentence, Ram eats a fruit. If you say fruit eats Ram, it makes no sense. So here what does the meaning depend upon? Upon the order of the words. Rama has to come before eats. Otherwise it will make no sense. So meaning depends heavily on word order, almost completely. Now here the noun Ram, the name, does not tell you who is acting. Ram itself, if you isolate, you don't know. Somebody is eating Ram or Rama is eating something. You don't know. So Ram, the word, does not tell you who is acting. Nor fruit word tells you that it is being acted upon. So here there is an action. No, Rama is eating a fruit. Rama is acting. He is acting on the fruit. Now if you just see the words individually, Rama and fruit, you cannot say who is acting on what, who is eating who. The monster is eating human being or human being is eating a monster. But in Sanskrit it is not like that. We will see how. So here the sentence structure will have to convey the meaning. You cannot say fruit eats Rama. You cannot change the sentence structure. But in Sanskrit it is not like that. We will see how. So first, how English nouns are formed. What is the fourth slide? You just
But Maharaji, Rama eats fruit. is the present tense. If we go to the
No, that is different. Here we are trying to make out, you will see later, that is different. What you are
what I'm saying is
saying.
fruit is eaten by Rama. In that one it is very clear.
But you cannot say Rama is eaten by fruit. Then the meaning will completely change. So it depends on the word order, whatever tense you may use. Is it not?
Yeah.
So, this is the next one. You can see the noun itself tells you the role it plays in Sanskrit. This is the thing. You don't need any other word to, you don't even need to arrange the words in that order. We will see how. Word order is actually optional in Sanskrit. Therefore, it is actually much easier to write a poetry in Sanskrit. But it is very difficult to understand that poetry because one word in the beginning will be linked to a word in the end. The syntax is so free because the meaning does not change. So here, word order is optional. How we will see? If in Sanskrit you say Rama phalam khadati, this is a translation of Rama eats fruits. Fruit, one fruit. So here you see this is called visarga. These two dots. So they have not just been put to beautify the word. It means, this visarga here means Rama is the subject here. He is doing the action. And this ma in phalam, this denotes that phalam is the object. A fruit is the object. Sometimes it can be confusing, for the beginner, because for phalam, both the subject and object are phalam only. Phalam phale phalani, phalam phale phalani. But here it is given that this is the subject. Rama is already known as the subject. So phalam can only be the object. And khadati is eats. So, phalam khadati Rama, if you say, there is no change in the meaning.
Yeah, Rama is eating.
So it makes the language much more, you can say, succinct or compressible. But unfortunately it also makes it very difficult because you should know these things. What does visarga mean? How does it come? Nara, narau, naraha. So without knowing that, how will you know? Without either through practice or through memorization. So here both Rama phalam khadati and phalam khadati Rama means the same thing. This is due to what? This is called the case system. These visarga what we have applied. See, nara, narau, nara. The original word is nara, just nara. Nara.
Okay.
But it becomes nara, it becomes narau, it becomes nara, it becomes naram, it becomes naran, narasya, narayo, all these things. All these it will become. So, what are those things which make the changes in nara? Those things are called case endings. So they are added to the word itself, so that wherever you place the word, the case endings determine what the word means. So this is in Sanskrit, case-based meaning. For each type of word, there are 8 cases. But 7 I have to memorize. The last one is very similar to the first. So 7 we have to know for each type of word. How is that determined? We will see. These are called vibhaktis. The case endings are called vibhaktis. So these by practice we will learn. What is the upasarga? What is added before? Prefix. And these case endings are called vibhakti. So in Hindi it is vibhaktiyan. So here what do we see? Relationship is internal to the word. Rama, bas. It is in the word itself. What is the relation of the Ram to the fruit? and English preposition based meaning. How? If you don't say these things, to, I went to market, I went to a village. So I went to a village. You cannot say first village went to I, then to a village. But in Sanskrit you just say gramam. That's all. If you say gramam gacchami, that's all. Finished. So one word you saved. I went to the village. 5 words. Gramam gacchami, 2
words.
So English preposition based meaning to, by, from, with, you have to give as a separate word. Here you practically completely dispense with that. If you say I am cutting with an axe, with an axe, kutharena, finished. 2 words are saved.
So you don't have to add the word that I am. Where does the word
Just
I?
Rama will tell you how many. I.
Oh,
Aham. If you say I, aham.
okay.
So relationship in English is external to the word. Without this to, by, from,
Yeah, you don't know.
you don't know. But here it is all inside the word. By Rama, by is gone. You don't need by. You just say Ramena. So that's why, as I told you, it becomes very succinct, but it also becomes difficult. So now, what is the 4th slide you just show me? Okay, now we come to the next part. So Sanskrit words, how Sanskrit nouns are formed, we just have to, this is not a separate slide, it will be in the PDF, don't worry, whatever I am saying is the PDF. So Sanskrit nouns are formed how? First is always the root. What is the root called in Sanskrit? I have told many times here. Dhatu.
Dhatu, yeah.
Dhatu. That is called in Sanskrit root. So we apply by some rules. Sometimes the root is changed. Then gender, case and number. All these things are within the word itself. Because if you say feminine, it means a woman is doing. The case endings are different. Lata, you have to memorize separately. If you memorize Nara and you think also Lata, it won't do. So gender is converted by the word, and case endings tell you who is the subject, who is the object, who is the instrument. Number is also by the word only. So Rama does something. But if you apply the Nara, a human being, one person does something. But if you say Naraha, then it will mean many persons are doing. So everything is converted by the word, but the basis is root. Root, from the root, all the changes and additions and subtractions, whatever are made, they are made to the root. So, for example, just to give you an idea, Ramaha, Nara word you take. Nara, if you add ha, Nara, it becomes the subject. If you say Naram, it becomes the object. If you say Narena, then it is the instrument, by somebody. If you say Naraya, means to Rama. If you say, why are they fighting?
They're playing, I think.
If you say Ramat, it will be from Rama. Ramasya of Rama. Like this. Rame in Rama. Nare. Narasya narayo naranam. Nare narayo nareshu. Like that it goes. So here the noun itself is telling you what role it plays. You don't need this by, with, nothing is needed. Okay, so now are we in the fourth slide?
Yes.
This is the fourth slide.
Yes.
Okay. So see, English verb formation. English words are structurally light and dependent on helpers, because if you have someone to help, you can be weak also. But you have nobody, then everything you have to take care of yourself. So, for example, go. In English, he goes. Go plus this S, if you add ES, is okay. He went, if it's irregular sort of. He will go, you have to add will. He is going, you have to add is. So English verbs rely heavily upon auxiliary, something is added. And of course, the word order is fixed.
Yeah.
So syntax you cannot compromise, otherwise it will be wrong. And context. So this is the word. Now noun formation we have seen. Now we come to the verb formation, because without this idea we will not have a clear idea when we start learning. This is very important. Compare with the languages we know. So this is for English. Now we will compare it with Sanskrit verbs. So fifth slide, yeah. Now see, Sanskrit word formation. So you are also changing for all language. Okay. Sanskrit verb formation formed from root, as I told you. Tense mood. So there are, unfortunately, for each verb, there are 10 moods. Simple present, then past, then future is already there, then there is a separate for benediction, separate for some, or if you want to do this, like command. So there are 10 such forms for each root. But as I told you, the forms are different for each type of tense. So once you know the forms, by reading, you will make out this is the meaning. If you say gacchati, he is going, he goes. But if you say agachat, past tense. Gamishyami, I will go. Gamishyati, he will go. So all we have to remember is the form. But for that also we have to memorize first.
Yeah, of course.
But it becomes very easy to understand. So see, gacchati, he goes. Again, from the word itself you will know how one person is going or many persons are going. Gacchanti, they go. Agachat, he went. Gamishyati, he will go. Gachet, he should go. Gantum, to go. Gantum ichhami, I want to go. Pathitum ichhami, I want to learn, I want to read. Gatva, having gone. Bhuktva, having eaten.
What is gachami? Gachami means?
Gachami, I am going. I go. A simple present. Gachami, gachava, gachava. You all go. Gachama. So, this is just one verb. One verb form carries complete information. You don't need any auxiliary. You don't need any help. No auxiliary verbs are needed. Is he gone? stay, gone. From the word itself you can say he will go, just one word. That is why if you see the translations of Sanskrit, they are 3 times the size. Because what to do? One word there, you have to use 3 words here sometimes. So this is the thing.
So this is what people have to memorize.
Yeah, people means you all. So this is the 5th slide, no?
Yes.
Now you please go to the 6th slide. Achha, this thing is completely lacking in English. Even in Hindi, it is completely lacking. It is unique to Sanskrit. What is this? This is the middle voice. This is the unique Sanskrit contribution. So this is where Sanskrit goes beyond English entirely. You can have an idea of the meaning by the first word, Atman. Atman means what? Myself. So what is Atmane Pada? There are, first let me tell you, there are Parasmai Pada. First one is Parasmai. Now, Para you know?
Is other.
Other. So Parasmai Pada and Atmani Pada. What is Atmani Pada? It means the action whose fruit returns to the doer. Parasmai Pada is one who goes to, the fruit goes to the other person. So classical example, same root, different inner orientation. Yaj, root is to sacrifice. Yajati, he sacrifices. So form voice will mean Yajati Parasmai Pada means he sacrifices for others. But Yajate will be he sacrifices for himself. This is the this adds another thing which you have to memorize. But in English, he sacrifices means you don't know. He is sacrificing for himself or whether he is sacrificing for others. But Sanskrit makes the inner intention also grammatical. It includes everything in the grammar.
We have this in Spanish also.
Oh.
We call it reflexive verb. It's very difficult to make the students understand.
So again, as I told you, no need to be fearful because we just need to know the form. So whenever you read this A comes, then you know, okay, it is Atmanipada. So one form, if you memorize, then other forms you can guess. That is the thing. Because problem is there are so many exceptions in Sanskrit. And they will make a rule. When I studied each sutra in detail for some time, then I found that one rule is there, next 10 sutras may be exceptions. This word, if it is followed by that word, will become that. If this is followed by upasarga, or if it is used in this sense, it will become that. But we don't need that for understanding. We need the basic rule. That's all. So, actually the Siddhanta Kaumudi, if you take out all the exceptions, then that Madhya Siddhanta Kaumudi has found the best suitable because you don't need all that for people like us. So it becomes much easier. So, this is the 5th slide.
Yes.
Then, okay, now, so we have seen Sanskrit verb formation. We have seen seen the example of gam dhatu also. Gacchati, agachat, gachet, gantum, gamishyati, gachanti. Okay, and we have seen this unique contribution of the Atmanipada. So this is which is also practically unique to Sanskrit. First I am letting you know the difference between the languages, between English and Sanskrit. Derivation and compounding. Compounding means you can compressing, you are joining 2 words into one, 2 or more words. This is also unique. In English it is there, but not to that extent. So this is called samasa. Another is sandhi. But samasa, two words are joined together also. We will see when we read sandhi, we will see sandhi. What happens? The last letter undergoes some change, so that it is easier to pronounce. Sandhi is just based on pronunciation, convenience of pronunciation. That's all. So, suppose you say, if you want to say, pronounce, say, Ramah Chalati. Now it becomes so difficult. Ramah Chalati. If you say Ramas Chalati. Sandhi is just about, what happened was most probably, in course of time, what happened? When you speak, you make it simpler, no?
Yeah.
So they began to speak in like that, and then it became a rule. That is all. But here, samasa, entire sentences can be compressed into one word. Another way in which Sanskrit becomes very, very compressed, you can say. For example, Rajaputra Shastradhari. Rajaputra means prince.
Yes.
Son of a Raja, king, son of a king. Shastra means weapon. So the prince who holds the weapon is Rajaputra Shastra. But English has very limited compounding.
That can also be an adjective, right?
Yeah. Veera, you can put brave one.
Yeah. Right.
So before you can
Before
put
that,
a Veera.
Rajaputra, you can put Veer.
Veera adjective, these are, I'm not sure whether you can combine with this or not.
Oh,
You have
okay.
to see. Yeah. So, but there is a type of compounding, we will see, here even adjectives are combined. For example, this Tatpurusha. We will see. First, let us compare with English. English means, compounding example is blackboard. Blackboard means what? Black is an adjective.
Yeah.
The board which is black. This is called Tat Purusha compounding in Sanskrit.
Like Nil Kamal.
See, I am just telling you to give the idea. We will not go into detail now.
I can understand this part. Tat Purush means
Purush is.
Don't try to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We will see all that. I am just giving you the example to compare with Sanskrit.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So there are many types of samasa in Sanskrit. Tat Purusha, Dvandva, Bahuvrihi, Avyayi, Bhava.
Yeah.
If everything, one just it will lead to problem.
But Tat Purush doesn't mean blackboard.
Okay, yeah, this is
Tat
for
Purush is the
sake of
samas.
understanding is a type of samas.
Yeah.
Which type where one thing qualifies another.
Okay.
So blackboard, black is qualifying board.
Yes.
In Sanskrit, if you want to say what type of samasa it will say, it will be like Tatpurusha. But here, if you say bittersweet, nothing is qualifying another thing.
No, the two separate.
They are two separate words.
Yeah.
This is called Dvandva, this type of samas.
Okay.
Rama and Lakshmana. Rama Lakshmana.
Yeah.
Simple. Then another type, Bahuvri, which is the example for English? Red head. So here it is pointing to another thing. Now red head is not giving you information about anybody's any type of head. It is giving you information about a person. Red head means red-headed person. So, like Pitambara, Krishna is called Pitambara. So, the meaning is what? One who has a yellow cloth, one who wears yellow cloth. So, it's referring to third entity. Is it not?
Yes.
Here, it is referring to board only, adjective. But Pitambara, you don't find the name of Krishna everywhere, anywhere. So this is called Bahuvrihi. One who has a red head.
So that's
I'm just
by
giving you-
reference.
I am just giving you an example so that you can understand what is samasa. Nothing more for this one. That is the thing. So it is already 12 o'clock. So I think we should continue next time because too many things.
Yes.
Already so much information has been given which is more to you people it is more or less new.
It is
Is it not?
totally.
So you will have a test next time what we have.
Here there is now there is no scope for
Let's go
test.
for test. Yeah.
But we'll have
Test.
a little testing afterwards. Then you are asked to memorize.
Yeah.
So then what we can do is
us to memorize.
Hmm?
What are we supposed to memorize?
I will give you the first lesson now itself, today itself. No problem, it is very...
Samas we study in Hindi also. Samas we study in Hindi also.
Yeah, Samas is there in Hindi.
It's there in Hindi.
But not so,
Yeah.
not so, pervasive.
Yeah.
So we can, I think, stop here. Derivation in compound. Acha, the next two are very simple. So just show the 9th slide. It is nothing complex here. This you all know. Sanskrit is written in the Devanagari script. This will be new to you. Letters are known as Varnaha. This is in plural. Varnaha means plural. This aha makes it plural. Nara, naro, nara. So these are the letters of the Sanskrit alphabet. In Sanskrit, there are no capital or small letters.
So that dot, that the visarga that you were referring to before, which would make it a noun, and that the subject or something like that you were saying in the previous slide.
This
Here-
also makes it plural.
Oh, okay.
As I told you, in the noun itself, you will know whether it is singular,
Okay.
plural,
Yeah.
masculine, feminine, neuter, everything is there in the letter.
Oh.
In the word, sorry.
In the word itself. Yes.
Now, this also you know, there are two main types of letters as in Hindi. First is the vowel, swaraha. It is called swaraha. There are 13 basic vowels you all know. E. Basic vowels will be, then A will be elongated form. So we will see all that. And consonants you know. Ka, ka, ga, ga, all these things. So this you have to know. A syllable in Sanskrit is a mixture of one vowel and one or more consonants. Now see, this thing which has to be clarified. When you say, as I told you, in Sanskrit, you cannot say Ram. Ram, if you say, what is it ending in? Ma. Ram, in Sanskrit, if you write R plus A plus Ma, it will not be pronounced Ram. If you want to say Ram, it should be R plus A plus Ma and then a halant. You will see what is a halant. So when you say Rama, it is okay. If you write R plus A plus Ma, so Ram A, what is it ending in? So here you see, it is not obvious in the first, but Ma, if you write, what is the combination of Ma? It is a combination of Ma plus A. So that's why sometimes you always find me saying no, Arjuna. In Hindi it will be just Arjun. Yudhishthira. Why? Because we are used to pronounce in Sanskrit. So this you have to, it is nothing to remember, a little practice will make it natural. So this is just, we have to remember this thing. And after that, some information is there new, so that will be, we can leave it for later.
So every word has to end with a vowel, you're saying? No.
There are halant words also.
Okay.
Jagat.
Oh, okay.
Jagat is Jagat Ta. But we will see all this. Too many things will confuse you. You cannot use Jagat in any sentence. Because Jagat is a raw form. Without declension, it has no meaning. You cannot say Rama. it has no meaning in Sanskrit. You have to say, apply the case ending, then only it can be used in the sentence. Ramah is okay. It means Rama is the subject. Ramau is okay. Narau, two human beings. Nara is okay. But without these case endings, the word is just the base word. It is called Pratipadika. I will not confuse you now.
Yeah.
So that means in Hindi they kind of got rid of all those stuff and just made it wrong. Without the...
Hindi is not an inflected language.
Oh, it's not an inflected. Oh, okay.
That's why Hindi is simpler. मैं राम के साथ गया था. But here you will say Ramena sah gacchati. Gacchami.
Because Hindi is like kind of English, right? We have to write so many words to
Yeah.
describe something. It's similar
I mean, most
to
of the other languages are like that.
like that, yes.
Maharaj, this Rama, Krishna, this in English Raja Gopalachari made it Rama, Krishna, so it got distorted.
Yeah, those are generally songs. What do we do like that?
Yes.
You take some liberty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is for
Yeah.
just like one song we used to sing here in that old place we sing. Rama Swarupa, Krishna Swarupa. So actually Swarupa means what? Rama is not a feminine.
Yeah.
So there's also liberal usage.
Yes.
But it is not grammatically correct. So I think you had enough.
So,
But it is not. It is.
it
Is
is
it
interesting.
boring?
It is.
No, it's
I
not
don't
boring.
think it is
It's not
boring.
So there are a set number of verbs in Sanskrit,
Yeah, of course.
and those are the ones we have to learn the conjugation of.
There are again we have to go into different things. Then we have to go to lakara. I will let you know all these things in
Okay.
time. Yeah.
Just
I
tell me
don't
if I
want
can
to-
do some
I
homework.
don't want to spoil your whole day by giving too much.
But it was very informative.
Very
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
You
superb.
made it very simple.
Yeah.
Not simple, but understandable.
Yeah. Actually, I thought for a long time that how to first present to those who are completely unfamiliar.
Like me.
So this was the plan which I finally hit upon.
Yeah.
But of course, AI is our big help. But till you know a little,
Yes.
don't rely.
Yeah.
It makes terrible mistakes.
Yeah. Yes.
Because to show you, I wanted the Rama, Nara, Nara, Nara. On those 7 also one word we put wrong.
Oh.
Oh dear.
So unless I know, so I could make out.
Yeah.
But if you people
Yeah.
rely completely on that, it will be a problem. It is
Yeah.
not that advanced with Indian languages.
Yeah. So it's not advanced with anything actually. You have to review the work. Like even in
Yeah.
software also, you have to review the work.
Review
You
the
can't
work,
rely on it
And
so far.
in other
Yeah.
languages, it is not even as good as it is in English. It is
Yeah.
so. But of course, for planning, it is wonderful.
Yeah.
For those who are teaching, it is a big help.
Yes.
So after I planned, it helped me to present it
Yeah.
in a very efficient manner. That is the.
Yeah.
It saves a lot of time, and it also gives you information very quickly. So in that way, it is a very great help
Yes. Yes.
for learning also
Yeah.
for teaching.
You said it was very good in like Sandhi, Viched and all.
Yeah.
Right. It's
Very good.
It does very
Yeah.
because it's rule based, right? Sanskrit is totally rule based.
That is the advantage.
That's the advantage.
Maharaj, I'm going to India this end of March. So if there is a book or something basic where
There are so many books on grammar.
anyone that you would be recommending.
But again, you will this
Yeah,
this
that's so
Brihat
big.
Anuvada Chandrika is so thick. Just seeing it is enough to make you discouraged.
What
So
is
what
our
is the use
purpose?
when we are discussing here? You
Yeah.
can always purchase Sanskrit Vyakaran Kaumudi. You cannot read Bangla, no. Then you have to read in Hindi. It is there Sanskrit Vyakaran.
So-
But you can always get that. But there is no need now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Unnecessary. Why
Carry so many.
cause fear by seeing that thick book?
Yeah.
Let
Yes.
us go slowly. Let us
Slowly.
enjoy.
Yeah.
We are gaining information, and we are also enjoying. That is
Right.
should be
The main
that is the best way of learning. You see.
Yeah.
So Maharaji, like I have studied Sanskrit up to 12th standard.
Please come.
12th standard. The problem is, there we were just, Vyakarana was missing.
Just memorize, you know.
Just memorize. You say, this is it, and now you have to write the Anwar.
It's very difficult.
Yes.
That's what I told, no.
That's why it is.
I first did a lot of years. But suppose I get a well-planned teaching, then I will just duplicate it. I couldn't find one. There is one by Government of India, which is very good. It is learning Sanskrit to Sanskrit.
Okay.
But actually it is of no use because
Yes.
without a rudimentary
Yeah.
knowledge of the idea, how can you do it?
Even the boards, like the schools, it starts from 6th.
Yes.
But that book is there, class 6, but you should know at least a basic Sanskrit to at least start with the first lesson
Then-
also.
Vyakarana is
That's how it is.
So it is actually, and you know you about YouTube, people will say anything,
Yeah.
I know.
any false thing, any lie they can say to promote. It's a whole rotten thing. It is.
So a very stupid question.
No,
Maharaj.
every question is okay, no problem.
You know, when I read that word varna doesn't it also mean like
Array, don't, another meaning. We are studying Sanskrit. It can have so many meanings.
okay, there are other meanings?
Maybe
but-
another meaning.
Okay.
There always are other
Sanskrit
meanings.
has so many meanings, right? One word
Yeah,
has like
so-
so many.
Put this.
Don't, as I told you, don't try to burden your mind with too much because otherwise it will be unnecessary. It will cause it, it is too much. No.
And see that you are comparing with the English which we have studied a bit. So basically,
Yeah.
with the comparison, it came to our mind.
It becomes, it
Right.
becomes
We
very-
studied up to 12th year, and we didn't have anybody who knows English and Sanskrit both.
Oh, that is
Compared.
okay. Yeah.
So I think for the online viewers, now let me take their feedback and. But first I have to give you something to memorize. You just put that again. Put the charger again.
Homework is coming.
I'm on holidays for the whole month of March.
No, we have to take that.
I
We are
think-
going for holiday. We are bringing homework for Ahan.
No, of course, that yes.
So you go to the last slide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now what we will do is, as I told you, we are going to shift to Sunday from next time. And before I go, and before Upasana goes, I am going on the 26th to again New Jersey, New York, all these places. So I'll be gone for about 10 days or 12 days. Ankur cannot hold his pleasure. He can sleep nicely. And Upasana will also go for 1 month. So before her going, my going, we'll have one class at least. And we will have it on a Sunday.
So it'll be like next Sunday.
Not next Sunday. Next Sunday,
Is March?
yeah, it is March, but there will have another thing.
Oh, okay.
If you want, we can have next Sunday also, but give it a little gap because I want
Because I have
to.
to then plan it to when to get
If
online.
you can memorize in 1 week, I have no problem.
What am I memorizing?
You have to memorize this.
No.
This is the word is nara. Nothing after nara. Nara. Now, as I told you, these are called vibhaktis. Vibhaktis means case endings.
Okay.
As we have already discussed, each word will tell you whether it is the subject, object, dual person, plural. For that you have to know. So, nara, narau, nara. One person goes, nara. Two persons go, narau.
And many is Nara.
Nara.
How do you pronounce that? Nara?
Naraha, you pronounce after me. Naraha,
Naraha,
narau, naraha.
narau, naraha,
Naram,
naram,
narau,
narau,
naran.
naram,
Narena,
narena,
narabhyam,
narabhyam,
narai.
narai,
Naraya,
naraya,
narabhyam,
narabhyam,
narebhyah.
narebhyah,
Narat,
narat,
नराभ्याम
नराभ्याम
नरेभ्यः
नरेभ्यः
नरस्य
नरस्य
नरयोः
नरयोः
नराणां
नराणां
नरे
नरे
नरयोः
नरयोः
नरेषु.
नरेषु.
And there is one more Sambodhana you need not memorize separately because it's just like the first one. Only the Visarga is missing. So Sambodhana is calling. Hey Nara. So Rama. Hey Ram, oh Ram, come here. So you will use this Rama. You will not put the Visarga.
But then these are confusing. Titiya, Chaturthi and Panchami.
It is same. Through the context you have to make out.
To the context means where you want to use it.
Yeah, in the sentence, through the context you have to make out. So, this is the noun, and this is what? This is one type of declension. For what type of word? For akarant, pungling shabd. Only this is only for akarant masculine words.
Oh.
Nara is akarant, always remember. We will see later.
Akarant means masculine?
Akarant means ending in a.
Oh, ending in no. Okay, okay.
Ending in a is akarant. Akarant means ending in a.
Okay.
And nara is masculine. So, as far as I could know, I could see there are no rules governing which is masculine and which is neuter. Just practice. So, phala. Now, phala, you don't know whether it is masculine or neuter. Actually, it is neuter. So, phala, you cannot say phala, phalo, phala. No. It is phalam, phale, phalani. So, this will change when it is masculine. This will change when it is feminine. This will change when it is neuter. This will change when the ending is not a. Lata. Lata is feminine. The ending is a.
It's not a, it's a, right?
So the whole thing changes. But this will be similar. Sadhu. Sadhu is masculine, but it is ending in u. So you have to again memorize. But it will be similar. So it is not that this, if you memorize this one, you will have gone quite a big distance. So this this will be absolutely conthast, absolutely without thinking you should be able to do this.
But the Narabhyam is coming so many times.
So what is your difficulty?
No, how do we know it is written?
As I told you through the context. And this you have to memorize. For this is verb. So verb here, ekvachana means singular, dvivachana means plural, dvivachana dual, bahuvachana means plural. So see, he goes.
Nara patati.
Nara patati. Yeah, nara patati is okay. If you say aham, you have to say patami. We will see all that.
What does it mean? What does
Patati means falls.
fall?
Yeah.
Oh.
So now roots also have 10 classes. Those are called ganas. The most important is bhavadi gana, bhavadi. It is bhu plus adi. So bhu is the root, main root. All the ganas are named after their primary root. So bhu is the root, bhavati. So that is called bhavadi gana. So each gana declension is different. And each root has 10 modes. That is called lakara. We will see all that. So we are discussing now the simplest. Bhavadi gana. What is one root? Pata. Root is not pata. Root is different. But the declension is like this. Root for bhavadi, suppose bhu, but it becomes bhavadi. So root we will see next time. I will give you 30 roots to memorize.
Holy.
So The form is what? Form is what you have to remember, because root by itself you don't use in a sentence. In a sentence you use this. So patati, patata, patanti. He falls. They too fall. They all fall.
Naro patata.
Naraha patata. Nara patanti. Naro patata. Like that. So madhyam means you. Patasi. Patatha. Patanti. Patatha. Patasi, patata, patatha. Patami, patava, patama. I fall. We too fall. So this you memorize this. Tita santi sita sta mi vasmas.
What?
Repeat after me. Titas anti sitas tha mi vasmas.
Where is it written?
In your head. So ti sa will become visarga. Titas anti. Si thas mi was mas.
It's like mnemonics, like you. That's how you learn.
So for root, so vadigana, bas. If you know the root and you know the form it takes, then you know the derivation also. Tita santi sitasta mi vasmas.
Why are you pronouncing it as sir when those two?
There are rules for that. You just remember that sir will turn to her.
Okay.
But
Visarga.
we would have this sort of following in other verbs also.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is just the simple present.
Ah.
For this root, past is completely different.
Oh.
Then a will be added. Then future will be patishyati or something like that. We will see later. So this you have to memorize. And this, as you know, for all the people who are in our WhatsApp group, all the slides and or the whole PDF I will send. So everything we have discussed in the PDF. So this is also available on the internet, but again, internet makes a little mistake sometimes. So this is with you.
Yeah.
And now memorizing has become much easier. When we were young 40 years ago, 45 years ago, those cassettes and the recorders and all this, now what you do, you just pronounce yourself, record it. You are cutting fruits, you are doing something. 10 times if you play on the background, you will memorize. It has become so easy now. At the bedside, if you keep just listening, go to sleep, it will all go into the subconscious.